Hey everyone, Egman here with another deck profile. This one's like, so this is a pretty old one that I did like a couple months ago. Pretty much just when, set 4 dropped, but I got an email from a fan, Custom Gundam 001, or also known as Jayme. He's been playing this deck for a while, and he says he really likes it, and I thought, like, you know, people who, just because this deck was older, people probably didn't go back and see it, but I think it's really good still. It's a lot of fun, and yeah, let's go into it. So the leader is Lord Slug, and for people who don't know that, he does, he's kind of like the set 1 Vegeta, but he's green. But choose one card in your life, add it to your hand, you gain critical for duration of the turn, and then he's a draw 2 awaken, and then after that he just attacks and draw 1, and then once per turn you can choose one card in your hand, put in the drop area, and they do the same with theirs. So just the idea is like he has a lot of pressure, and then he also has some self-awaken, which is nice. And you just put a lot of pressure, especially since we're playing swap. We get hand advantage really early, or really easily, because we play go back to our hand instead of going to the drop area when we swap them. So just really powerful for that. So moving on, so we've got, let's go through the other stuff. So we've got 4 Successor of Hope, just because we've got so much Goku lineage stuff. It's able to find pretty much anything we need besides these 2 and the 8-drop, but very good card there. We're running 4 Master Roshi because it's a yellow negate, but also it's Universe 7, which is good for Son Goku, Hope of the Universe. We're running 4 Adopted Father Son Gohan, really good for defense, and there's a 1-drop swap into Gohan. 2 Universe 7 Representative, which is either good for finding either one of our like finale Goku that are going into our win condition Goku, but also really good for it's also Universe 7, so if we need to discard a card for Son Goku Hope of Universe 7, we can use this. 2 Battering Laser, just really good for like Mufubas, or just for any counterplay against us. 4 Intrepid Dynasty Son Gohan, so this is the 2-drop with Barrier. This one's a little bit less, this has been a little bit power creep just because Barrier is not as powerful as it once was, but it still gets the job done, and if it survives, that's really nice. 4 of the Indomitable Dynasty Super Saiyan Son Goku, just the 3-drop with Barrier swaps into a 4, and so it can swap into either Discovered Dynasty Son Gohan, which draws us 2 when we play swap and has Barrier, which in 20k, which is really nice, or you can also swap into Ultimate Form Son Goku if we have, 3 or less life? Yeah, if we have 3 or less life, we can swap into this guy, just because it's a 4-drop, and then from there, so once, when you play this card, choose one of your opponent's battle cards KO'd, and if it's in rest mode, draw 1 card, which is really nice. And then we can actually swap into this guy, but he is, if we have 5 energy, we can pretty much just go into our combo. So when you play this card, draw 1 card, then choose one of your energy and switch it to active mode. Choose 2 cards in your life, add them to your hand. This card gets plus 10k power for duration of the turn. So we go into him, and then that leads up to Son Goku Hope of Universe 7. It's an EX Evolve for 1 and 2 Universe 7 cards in our hand. It has triple attack, which is really cool, and then critical when this card attacks if your leader card is green, which is and pretty much the only reason we're running Lord Slug, because it's a really good green leader. Choose up to 1 card in your opponent's hand, or up to 1 of their battle cards and place in their drop area. And then so we get, and it's crit and triple attack and 35k, so we just kind of hit them from there. We also have a hand destruction with Lord Slug, so the idea is just get rid of stuff in their hand and just put a lot of pressure on them. Additionally, what else is there? So if we have enough energy for it, we can EX Evolve twice and get out 5 attacks and blow up 5 of their cards. So that's really powerful, and if we can get the double EX Evolve for there. So and then lastly, we have 4 Shocking Death Ball, just because it's a free negate and it's really good. When this deck was first made, the only free negate was Sacrifice. Sacrifice, and the same one for Instant Transmission for Goku lineage. So that was part of the reason I made this deck, just so we could do it. So but Shocking Death Ball can definitely be used, and it's, I think, a lot better, even though Sparking 5 is a requirement for it. Just being able to blow up your opponent's card is really good for defense. 4 Sayanel, just because it's the super combo we can use, and that's really good. And then lastly, minus Killer Zone, just so we don't get like Crusher Balled or anything like that. Just make sure our combo gets off. So Yeah, lastly, some cards that I considered. Obviously, something you could do is Victory Strike. Very powerful card, but we don't usually have the energy to get into it, but if we do, that'd be great, and it's a very great card. And then there's also another is kind of wonky. This decision we can make is we could run like 2 Assimilates or something like that. The only search target is Sayanel, but pretty much like 2 cards that act as super combos I think are really good, so that's just a thought for there. I don't know what we'd take out. This deck is pretty consistent, but yeah, this is the deck. If you have the cards, I really recommend trying it out. It's a lot of fun and kind of like a unique deck for that. Thanks again for Jayme for reaching out with me and for playing with this deck and telling me how much fun you've been having. It really is nice to hear like someone's actually playing my deck, and not only are they having fun, but they're doing well with it, which it's just a cherry on top for me because I make a bunch of silly decks sometimes. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all next time.